What's up? I'm not going to do some crazy intro, but Retro Firearms. Of course, you knew that already because you clicked on the video. So, exciting stuff, new perspective going on here, you know, hands-free, first-person view. Isn't that crazy? We're getting somewhere in life. Anyways, today we're talking about the Palmetto State Armory PX9 9mm ARP or AR pistol. This is the Gen 4. Whoa. Getting a little crazy over here. It's the Gen 4 9mm. But anyways, if you guys have actually seen any of the other generations or whatever, let me know about it, because I haven't even seen them, nor have I heard anyone of, even having them. But what are some key points about this? I've already done a video in the past, so I won't talk your ear off about the gun and whatnot. But I will say, it takes Glock mags. Doesn't take the single stacks, obviously, but double stack it does. These mags are from my Gen 4 Glock here. It's a 17. And yeah, it fits them great, fires great. I highly recommend you use actual Glock branded mags, because otherwise she will jam. And I'm going to show you that. There's one major deal that happens with this guy, and it is round setback. I believe that's the term for it. It takes the round and it sets it back into the casing, which I would not fire this. I'm sure some people may, and I will not take that chance because I'm scared. Sorry. But without further ado, I'll show you how that happens and my belief as to why it happens. I don't know that the magazines are always the culprit, but I will say I know something that very well could be. I've got a flashlight here, and I'm going to show you why I believe that is, if I can see it. I'm trying to accommodate you guys here. You can see down in there. Maybe, I don't know how well y'all can see it. And really, there's actually a sign in there. I don't know the term. A mark. There's a mark from where the rounds actually hit that ramp, but the feed ramp is next to non-existent in there, and well, they don't like going in very much. However, you can see that by this guy here, if the light will let me. Yeah, you can see where it gets caught against that feed ramp. And it's not a very common deal that happens. I'd say I have it happen once in, maybe 3 mags, and that's being one of these 31 round mags. It's actually a 33 with the extendo on there. But so it happens, but it's not like a make or break situation. And this gun at the time I got it, I think it was $650. But to me, that is still kind of like a budget, ARP. I've seen SIGs that are much better. My buddy of mine, the same one that's lending me this sight combo up here, he's got, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a very nice SIG one. It blows this one out of the water, in my opinion. But not to discredit this gun at all. I mean, I've had so much fun with this gun here. It's insane. I mean, I've thrown a super safety into it. Runs great. There's some extra work you have to do to make one of those work in this model. So do your own research before you even think about doing something like that, or it plain won't work. It's not even like you're going to be at risk of safety or anything like that. It's just, it won't work unless you mill some things out. I'm comfortable with doing that. This is my gun, but I don't condone you do anything unless you know what you're doing. And if you don't, send it to a licensed gunsmith. It's no different than, say, having an electrician come to your home. If you don't know what you're doing, have a licensed person do it. It's that simple. Anyways, though, that's pretty much all I wanted to say so far. We'll go ahead and get into the shooting real quick, and yeah, we'll be right back. Let's go ahead and charge her up. Make sure she went in all right. Yep. And then we'll go ahead and shoot this target. It's a pretty accurate pistol. I've had pretty good accuracy with it myself. Of course, I'm still dialing in the sight, so bear with me. But I'll just shoot the metal a few times so you're gonna get an understanding of it. Just like that. She's pretty nice. But you can shoot it pretty fast. I know with the super safety in it, it runs pretty quick. Of course, there's no sense in blowing through a bunch of rounds. You kind of get the idea. But yeah, that was 124 grain. I haven't really noticed a whole big difference in the different ammo types with this gun itself. See here. Yeah, the 115s here. See if there's much of a difference at all. I don't really think there is, in my personal opinion, but hey, you never know. Obviously, I'm on safe, so I'm not really worried about it. Guns work the way they're intended to. If you get it on safety, it's not going to go off. Of course, unless you buy a SIG. But hey, what do I know? So, 124 grain, 115 grain. I did notice, maybe I did notice a little slight, maybe it was just me, but I noticed a slight difference in accuracy there. Perhaps it was just me, but anyway, so. Yeah, she runs pretty good. These Glock frags right here are to my 17 Gen 4. So like I say, anything will fit in it. But yeah, we'll get back to the table and go over a few things I like and dislike about this gun. Yep. And we're back. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the shooting I did at the time and the new perspective. I want to get some sort of better camera setup and possibly one I can mount onto my head to give you a better perspective, because I went with this whole first-person deal, and I did not anticipate how it would look shouldering a weapon like that. For handguns, I'm sure it'll work out way, way greater, but I almost need something higher up for something like this. However, there is one more issue I did not remember to talk about before the shooting. What it was is a round, actually, I was shooting, and it didn't make any other sort of sound, so I kind of just noticed it off the rip. I didn't even try and pull the trigger. I knew something was off. And when I looked at the bolt, it was stuck open quite a bit. And it wasn't due to this. It was due to a casing actually splitting in half after the round, round stone went down the barrel. But the casing itself just blew apart. And this, up to like where my fingers are, got stuck in the barrel chamber, like up right behind the rifling. And the rest just exploded, and I'm talking like flared out, kind of like this this tumble upon impact I shot. I mean, it flared out just like that, and it got jammed in my action. Of course, cleared the jam, but I'm lucky I noticed that, because I would have ruined more rounds or potentially damaged something further if I had tried to rechamber it. So I had to dig that out and whatnot. I don't know if it was the gun's fault. I don't know if it was just a faulty round. I was shooting Blazer Brass there. I believe it was 115 grain at the time. But, accidents happen. Things malfunction. You get over it. You learn about it. You understand what happens, and you move on. Anywho, there's really not much more I can really say about this guy that I haven't already stated in my previous video. I think I already said the cost at the time was about $650 when I got it at a gun show. It was brand new. And the only other thing I can really recommend to you guys is putting a longer barrel on her, so you can utilize some rails. But I believe the new, the ones you buy from Palmetto themselves already have a longer barrel on them, so that kind of cancels out your issue right then and there. I would recommend an optic for this guy. I mean, even irons work great. I mean, it doesn't need a lot. It's only a 9mm. You're not going to be shooting miles with this bad boy. But yeah, that's pretty well all I've got to say about it, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Of course, you got any questions, comments, concerns, leave a comment. Otherwise, I greatly appreciate it if you drop a like and subscribe. And I just want to thank all of you right now for the 140 subscribers we've got so far. I kind of jumped the gun on that last video regarding the whole age restriction thing. I didn't do my research as well as I should have. And I thought it was going to be like immediate, oh, fork your ID over, please. Papers, please. Nope. It didn't end up going like that. However, it still could one day. But till that day comes, and if it ever does come, I'll continue giving you guys content, because I really enjoy doing this. This is my favorite hobby. And shoot, I appreciate all the feedback I get and all the viewership I get. It's obvious that you guys enjoy it as much as I do. So as time goes on, I'm going to get the production value going up and up. And as you can see over here, I've got different things to show off. I've got, new firearms going. I've got different ammo types. Even want to show off my Terminator shotgun. I call it that, and you guys will see why. And then even simple stuff like this that some people may not be aware of. We got, what is this? Oh, I don't know what the WMR stands for, but I just call it Magnum. That's what I call it. But I got it in my Rough Rider, which is pretty cool to me. I really thought it was pretty chill. And it packs a punch as opposed to a regular long rifle, so... Anywho, content's still going to be coming your guys' way. So overall, I'll end it with that. I appreciate you guys, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.